What's up? So, today I want to build around the principle known as the principle of correspondence. And in this principle, we find the statement, as above, so below. As below, so above. Now, this principle is also echoed in the Christian Bible, where we find in Matthew's 18:18 it states, "Verily I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever ye shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. As above, so below." But why talk about it? Well, as I was thinking, I realized when you look at the human body, you have these different organs that contributes to the functionality of this living organism known as a human, right? In this case, the source would be cells. Different cells that take on different forms that serve specific roles in order for the whole to function. That can be like a micro look at it. But then when you go to the macro and we look at the universe, and what do they tell us? Well, they say all matter that we see is made up of atoms. So once again, I see this source, in this case, atoms, that take on these different forms, right? These different forms have different functions, right? This refrigerator, table, computer, the human body, water, a couch, all atoms, different forms. So what are we looking at when we dig deeper into this realization is how this single thing is taking on multiple forms. Now, why is that important? Well, let's look at it. Now, if we was to go to Romans 1:20, it states, "For since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood through what has been made, so that they are without excuse." And so this is how they posed it to us in their writing. These invisible attributes, this eternal power and this divine nature can be known through what? Through what you can see, which to me ties back to as above, so below, right? So if I'm seeing that in multiple cases, we can go back to this one source, whether we're talking about the body or whether we're talking about matter. We can go back to this one source and we see how this one source can take on multiple forms. So what does that say about the invisible? This thing that we call God. In this verse, it states that I can know God pretty much through what it's seen. So with the logic of the mind, one would say, well, this thing we call God is this one source that take on multiple forms, that has different functions. So I can see the tree, I can see the grass, humans, lions, cats, dogs, birds, ocean, That's what this realization says to me. But you know what's the kicker about it is, well, you got to believe that it's true, right? You got to believe that these words are true. So then we go to Isaiah 45:7, and it states, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Look at these dichotomies. Light, darkness, peace, evil. This Lord claiming to be the author of both, which kind of ties into this one source occupying different forms with different functionality in this drama we call life. Let that realization sit with you. Like, really let it sit with you. Because you feel it internally. You feel it. It resonates. The brain like, nah, that don't make sense. That don't make sense. But it resonates though. Why?